Welcome back, dear listeners and followers of Timmy TV. We welcome you again once more to another part of our program today. We are continuing with this very lengthy interview with Didas, a Southern Cameroonian, on the economic aspects of Southern Cameroon. The political arguments that we said have been omitted arguments pertaining to the liberation of Southern Cameroon. So, Didas. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you. My pleasure.
So, we discussed the other aspects about the infrastructure. We talked about the airstrips and the water transport, water and sea, river and sea transport. So, what about the public transport? Were there not any departments that were in charge of the public transport? Because we see what is happening in West and Central Africa today is that most of the roads are always bad, most especially when there's heavy downpour.
That's correct. That's very correct.
So, did you people have anyone in Southern Cameroon
yes,
at that time?
Yes.
Or in Cameroon at that time?
No, yeah, in Cameroon, Southern Cameroon to be more precise. In Southern Cameroon, we had what used to be called Public Works Department. In short, they just call it PWD. Public Works Department. Public Works Department was the identity of Southern Cameroonians or Southern Cameroons, with heavy trucks, caterpillars, and machines for road construction. So what I'm saying is that Southern Cameroon had a road construction company called PWD, with different departments and head offices.
So what was the PWD about? Was it People's Workers Party or department or what?
Public Works Department.
Oh, it was Public Works Department?
Yes.
Okay, so it's good to, when you say PWD without giving...
Yes, yeah, Public Works Department. They had to do road construction.
Okay.
So they had caterpillars, tractors, tippers, I mean, the basic machines you can think for road construction.
Okay.
And since Southern Cameroon was divided into council areas, what happened was that in every council area you had a certain number of caterpillars and equipment. Yes. In every council area has a certain number of caterpillar and equipment. They had a program every summer holiday to unleash these heavy machines to go into the hinterlands and grade the earth road, fix them, arrange the gutters. From to market roads, they will make sure they fix them. With that, the existing roads were always maintained and new roads were created. So road or movement within Southern Cameroon was not a problem because of this PWD that was making sure that the roads were always maintained, the gutters were in place, everything. And one other thing about some Public Works Department was that even the workers that were working there were also living in villages. And every day they get up, start looking every part of the road. When they see a blocked gutter, they go in small wheelbarrows and remove the sand. When they see grass growing and blocking the bends, they cut it off. They trim it off. So it was a huge, very huge company. Now, what happens when we join La République? When we joined La République, Aïdjo was so envious of this company. Aïdjo came to Frontier. Oh, it would be good that we put all these machines in Yaoundé so that it become a central thing and we can also construct roads in other parts of the country. You know what happened? All the heavy machines that Southern Cameroon had for road construction were transported to Yaoundé. All were taken to Yaoundé. When they were taken to Yaoundé, they found something like La Génie or whatever they were calling there. Then the first summer holiday came. Aïdjo applied to Aïdjo that, oh, we will need these machines Foncha, sorry. Foncha applied to Aïdjo that we will need these machines because it's our summer holiday program to redo our roads. You know what Aïdjo told him? You have to rent it.
He has to rent what
he
owns?
Yes. Foncha accepted to rent it. Foncha sent a delegation to Yaoundé with money to take those machines back for 3 months holiday. When they arrived at Yaoundé, they just said no. The machines have been sent to a Bolowa for the summer holiday to do work there. And he just kept twisting Foncha from one holiday to another until today. That program of redoing our roads every summer holiday is gone. PWD is gone.
When you talked about the Bolowa area, was it Foncha or Korbia?
It was Ayijo, but I'm saying that he said the machine that they took from us, he had outsourced them to the Bolowa. Yes. So that's how we lost PWD. And remember, apart from the road construction, they were also involved in corporate social responsibility. Corporate social responsibility means that in every village, every division, or what we call county at that time, every council area where you had this PWD, they were making sure that they develop local water supply, they construct playing grounds for children, they construct football fields. They even went as far as sponsoring some of the best football clubs we have in Cameroon. If you must have heard of PW Kumba, PW Bamenda, those were football clubs that were those were football clubs that were directly sponsored by those were clubs that were directly sponsored by our public works department. Directly. And most of the players who were even playing there were working in the company. So these are things we have lost. When this corporation was closed down by Larbogue, we also lost the football clubs, lost all the community work that they were doing. So that's how far we've lost our road construction company.
When I was growing up, I met one old man who told me that he used to work in a place called Mamfe, in the PWD. He was a store accountant. And the place was so big, they were building machines, building caterpillars and assembly caterpillars, tractors, and all those machines.
Yes,
and their roads were always very good.
The roads were always very good.
So why did the alien politicians that keep on coming to this question allow themselves to be tricked until at that level? Was it that they were weak? They were not. They had no power. They could not decide on what was happening.
I go back to this question. I always say, Foncha went into a union with a big word, brother. That's what killed Southern Cameroon, brother. Each time Ayijo was talking to Foncha, he was not seeing, Foncha was not seeing Ayijo as a politician. He was only seeing Ayijo as a brother. Because when he came with the intention that he was mainly taking this thing to help in developing national roads or roads for the whole country, Foncha was only seeing it from that perspective, but he didn't know that was all. So that's how they kept deceiving him from one corporation to another, one organization to another.
You see, when you said Foncha was deeming or viewing the other opponent as a brother, it comes to my knowledge of a certain preaching, a man of God who preached something I think yesterday. He was saying, it is you who chose your friend. You choose to be a friend to somebody, and that person chose you to be his friend. I can say you are my friend. I have taken you to be my friend, but you may not choose me to be your friend.
That's correct. That's correct. I think it was a one-sided friendship.
It was a one-sided friendship.
Yeah, it was a one-sided friendship.
I hope this same scenario that is going on that we had in the past is not repeating itself now.
I hope some Cameroonians are listening to us, because I'm afraid if we don't change that mentality of defending our own share of the market, we will still go back to that. So that's how we lost PWD. That's how we lost PWD.
The Public Works Department. And what is the state of the roads now?
As bad as you can imagine. Impassable. Some have even been blocked. Okay, for example, when we had PWD, it was easier to travel from Kumba to Bamenda without going all the way through Douala and the Bamsame, Konsamba, exactly. It was easier from Kumba to Bamenda through Widikum and stuff. All those things are blocked. They're not passable now. It's gone.
Yeah, because I know even
the farm to market road no more exist. Yeah. That's even a big factor to farmers, because since the farm to market roads are not repaired or maintained as it used to be in our days, it means that the farmers cannot even get the cocoa out to the town. They produce the coffee. All those things are blocking the farm there. So there's a lot happening.
Because I know there's an area which is very rich in the place called Manu Division. They call Akwaya. It's a division. It's a division of its own. Acquire. That region is very rich in rice production, granules production, the cattle ranch, and it's like all the because of the poor nature of the roads.
Yeah.
All the produce are instead being sent to Nigeria. Nigeria carry these products and sell and export them abroad.
That's correct.
And the revenue goes to Nigeria.
Of course, that's
You know,
correct.
there's Nigeria producing this, not knowing that they are being produced in Cameroon.
That's correct.
So is this not ridiculous?
Very ridiculous, because when we have PWD, through PWD we could access places like Apaya by road easily. That's when you heard of the red rice that was coming from Apaya in the days, which is something we'll have to talk on later. Could access Apaya easily. But after we lost this PWD, Apaya now, even though it exists in Ambazonian, it does business more with Nigeria, like you have said. And even when the colonial days, you tend to losing a territory like that because it's almost cutting off directly from you.
Wow. Africa, they have a long way to go. So what about the Cameroon Development Corporation?
Oh,
and the oil producing company, they call it palm oil production.
yeah, no, it's well, you produce, you handle crops for palm oil production. That's true. CDC, you're talking about here.
Yes.
Yeah, CDC, which we call Cameroon Development Corporation. CDC, to make you understand what I want to say here, it says WASI. I will use the word WAS. WAS is state within a state.
Yes.
A state within a state means that what? It existed like a country within a country. CDC on its own had its own hospitals, had its own road network, had its own schools.
Cottage hospital.
What are you talking about? Had everything that a country could have. So that's why I call it a state within a state. It was a state within a state. You'll be very surprised when I will tell you now. Ministers were finding it difficult to be admitted into city hospitals. I mean, ministers were queuing up to be admitted into city hospitals. I mean, I want to, from there you can see how effective they were. Pregnant women were not allowed to travel 1 inch within CDC because they were cast stand by to take them. Every child that was born within CDC camp had free, what they call Cerelac, all those baby food, free till a certain age. Anybody who was working in CDC, the children had allowances. They had their own power. If there's no power in town, that's a cup of tea. And then water was everywhere. Their water was everywhere. Then one good thing about CDC till today was that anywhere where there was a CDC camp, that particular community, that village had free water. They extended the water to the society. And playing ground for children were located everywhere. Some of the best footballers we had in Ambazonians were children who were born in the CDC camp. You must have heard of Tato Stephen. You must have heard of Deep Aken. These were children who grew up in the CDC camp because they were so accessible to playing ground. They were playing football 24/7. We have some of the best sport children in Ambazonia who grew up in the CDC camp because these facilities were there. That's the social part of it. Let's go for the job creation. After the government, CDC was the second employer. CDC was the second employer. CDC alone was employing about 25,000 workers. Most of the labor force from CDC, when we were just Ambazonian, we're not joining Larafuli, most of the labor force from CDC came from Nigeria. Yes. Huge chunk of labor force came from Nigeria because there were a lot of jobs that the normal Ambazonians could not even think about going to work as a laborer in CDC at that time. So the Nigerians were the ones doing those jobs. And the funny thing about it is that what CDC tend to pay most of his office workers more than the government. That was the only thing that attracted some people to go work there, like field assistant, overseers, estate managers, and other stuff. Okay, so CDC was paying more than the government. Apart from the pay, they also had facilities that they were providing to workers that the government could not provide. Like I'm telling you, every woman every lady, pregnant woman was have free medical care, maternity care.